Today I'm here to bring you a favorite of a wig sister of ours. This is Toni Brattin Gorgeous in the color Red Blonde. I heard from a wig sister who let me know that this is her all-time favorite wig and her daily driver, and she thought I should review it because she'd like more wig sisters to know about it. So I reached out to Name Brand Wigs, asked them if they'd like me to review this one, and they said yes. So today we're going to learn about this affordable basic cap wig from Toni Brattin. My name is Denise. I'm also known as 𝘕𝘤𝑤igsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am very grateful to two people, Name Brand Wigs for allowing me to partner with them on this review, and the wig sister who reached out to tell me this was her favorite. Every time I hear from a wig sister about a wig that she absolutely loves, if I haven't already reviewed it, I do whatever I can to make sure I can get a review out there, because if one person loves it, then I know others will as well. There is a link in the description box to this wig as well as a coupon code that will bring this to under $100, so I love that it's more affordable. And just make sure you're aware of how she will look out of the box by watching all the way to the end. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. One of the hardest things about the wig journey when you're new is knowing what will work for you. I'd say 90% of the time, wigs do not look perfect out of the box. If it's a curly wig, the curls may not be combed through, it may have box hair, the bangs may be too long, there may be just a lot of things that aren't perfect for you. And I know many of us, me included, make a lot of bad purchases in the beginning while we're learning what will work for us. One of the things I want to try to help you avoid, though, is unnecessary returns. There are some things that should be part of your checklist, things that you assess on a wig to help you determine whether you're going to keep it and work with it or return it. I actually have a video in my new wig wearer series that talks about this very topic. I'll make sure it's linked below, because again, I think there's so much more to this than just finding a wig that you feel comfortable in. It can take a long time to do that. So knowing, for example, if you got this wig in the mail and it was so incredibly curly, you just thought, oh my gosh, that doesn't look like how Denise showed it or someone else, there are some things you can assess before combing through it that will help you so that you don't void your return policy, but also avoid unnecessary returns, like I said. This piece is made with a machine-made cap, otherwise known as a basic cap, so there is no lace front, no mono part, and I would say on this piece, you don't really need the mono part because of the curl and the fullness. You cannot see any visible permatease. Sometimes on a basic cap wig, you can see a little bit of visible permatease. It kind of looks like wiry, kind of ratty hair right at wherever you part it. That is not an issue with this one at all. They did a really good job of sewing in the fibers so that you can't see that. This is what a basic cap looks like. We've got, you know, just a little bit of kind of a rough flowery material on the top. This one has open ear tabs. There are bendable stays in here. It has an open extended nape, and we've got Velcro adjusters. The rest is open wefted. I'm actually going to take my wig grip off because I want to be able to assess fit, and a wig grip can sometimes make that hard to do. So I would say that this piece has a moderate density. Density claims are challenging because there's no, that looked pretty full, huh? There's no standard when it comes to density. So if you see something that says high density or low density, or even gives a percentage of density claims like 130% density, it really doesn't mean anything if you don't know what it's comparing that density to. So all I can tell you is it feels like it has, it's not a super light density piece. It feels like it has a moderate amount of hair. Because of the curl, it's going to feel a lot fuller. I mean, it is definitely a full piece because of all that curl. I'm going to give you a little tip, show you how to solve that if you struggle with it. There is a little bit of permatease, but there is no crimpy, pillowy, or not crimpy, no pillowy or poofy permatease on this. When I do this, I touch all the way down to cap. Sometimes on wigs like this, you'll get like this permatease that feels like a pillow. It's super, you can really feel it. It's really noticeable. This does not have that. So the volume that you're seeing is from the layers, it's heavily layered, and from the curl. So while it does have a decent amount of volume to it, I'm actually going to cinch these in before I put a headband on because it's big on me. Spoiler alert. The volume that you're seeing is not from Permatease. So let's just say you're fairly new at this and you don't know what's going to be too voluminous for you. And you purchase a wig and you're thinking, oh, I can't wear that, it's just too much. Get yourself some of these headbands. I love these cloth covered headbands. They do not squeeze my head, and they come in all different kinds of styles and colors, and what they can do is they can tamp down volume. So if you tuck the hair behind your ear, you kind of smooth out the hair, put the headband on, kind of press it in there. Look at that. Doesn't even look like the same wig. You can do this with any wig. And this is gonna help you, again, avoid a return, because sometimes we just need time with a wig. Just wearing a wig for a while and getting used to it, suddenly a wig that you felt like you could never wear becomes your favorite. It's happened to all of us. So knowing how to style a wig so that you can get over that hurdle and through that learning phase is really gonna be invaluable. Let's talk about fit. I took that headband off. I'm just trying to fluff her back up. This wig is running huge on me. I cinched it all the way in and I crisscrossed the adjusters. That's how big it is. I have a 21¼ circumference. The adjusters are crisscrossed and it's still not tight on me. It has a ton of stretch. It is a super stretchy cap. I am getting a lot of extra cap over the top. I could pull this down all the way over my ear. I don't know if I could do that on both sides or not. Let me just try it. Yeah, I can't fully, but I can cover my ear a fair amount, which tells me that this is running really large. All my measurements are in the description, but I have a 21¼ circumference. I'm a little over 12 inches ear to ear, 12½ inches front to nape. I think this is running more average large. I really do. I think this is gonna fit large head measurements. But that said, when I wear a wig grip, and also when a wig is really big on me, it's actually kind of itchy because it's moving around on my head. And so if you deal with wigs being itchy, part of that could be fit. When I wear a wig grip, this feels fine. It's not itchy at all. And it feels actually quite comfortable and quite secure. So I think if your measurements are similar to mine and you're comfortable wearing a wig grip, I think you can wear this wig. I totally could wear this wig. It feels 100% secure on my head. It's not going anywhere. But if you have more average large head measurements, you might have found a wig that will fit you. So I think this one is definitely running bigger than average. And let's talk about fibers. This wig is made out of heat-friendly synthetic fibers. I love heat-friendly synthetic fibers on short wigs. They are my preference over human hair and synthetic. I think heat-friendly synthetic fibers feel like human hair. They look more like human hair. They're not shiny like regular synthetic can be. So if you've purchased regular synthetic wigs and you've thought it had a little bit of an unnatural shine, you're not going to find that with heat-friendly. We're not going to have to deal with friction because it's short enough. So if you've heard that heat-friendly fibers can be hard to care for, this isn't going to require any additional care over what a synthetic would. We made it to color. Red Blonde. I've never reviewed this color from Toni Brattin before, and it is stunning. This is like a strawberry red mixed with some honey blonde highlights, and it is rooted. So you can see there's a bit of a darker root on it. It's not an obscene root. It's not so dark that it looks unnatural. It's not a long root. It's really just a shadow. And I just love the blend of kind of the blonde and the red. It is really stunning. If you like reds, this is a great one. It's kind of more of like an orangey red, and you've got these blonde highlights that are just so flattering on this wave pattern. And there's none of those down below really here. More of a kind of a true orangey red that's on the lighter side. It's so pretty. I really like this. This is so fun. Like, I could just see myself amping up this curl, maybe throwing some clips in, wearing it with a headband. I mean, I think if you like big hair, even though this doesn't have the kind of permatease that you would need, with this curl pattern, I really think you could play with this and get it just big and full and fun. But at the same time, if you don't like that, I think you can work with that too. So if you like shorter wigs and you like curls, I think this could be a great one to try because it is so fun. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm just having a ton of fun with this one. All right, let's get outside. Don't forget about that out of the box part at the end, and let me know if you have questions. Thank you so much for watching and for giving my hair last purpose. I'll see you guys soon. Bright sunlight. Direct sun, no clouds. Oh, what a nice day. I should be out here instead of inside filming. If you live where it gets cold and snowy, you understand we have to take advantage of these waning days of niceness. All right, there you go. All right, friends, I just wanted you to take a look at her out of the box. I filmed a video for Instagram and Facebook showing this out of the box, so I did already kind of put my fingers through her a little bit right here, but in general, this is how she looked out of the box. So if you watched my review and thought, oh my gosh, that's so darling, just keep in mind, this one has very formed curls that are not combed through when you get her. The beauty of that is it allows you to decide, am I going to finger comb through her or am I going to use a wide tooth comb? It impacts curls differently depending on what you choose. Finger combing is going to keep the curls mostly intact. It's going to soften them up and it's going to kind of bring them together so they're not just these individual curls. Wide tooth comb is going to soften them up even more. It's sometimes going to frizz them out a little bit depending on the curl, and it will serve to relax them over time the more you comb through it. So it's up to you to decide how you want to handle your curly wigs, and it may vary from wig to wig. I've had some curly wigs that I never ever took a wide tooth comb to, and I have others that I thought would only look good if I took a wide tooth comb to them. So it's a little bit of trial and error. And if you use a wide tooth comb on a curly wig and find that it frizzed the curls too much or it relaxed them too much, just use a spray bottle of water. Get it all wet, scrunch it up, maybe even shake it out while it's wet. You can even soak it in a sink full of cold water and you will get most of that curl back. It won't be as formed as it was, but it also won't be as relaxed. And as long as you don't comb through it regularly, if maybe it's only the one time, you're really going to be able to get those curls to come back. I hope this helped you. Just wanted you to see. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.